too much. Too much. You weren't even taking half of him and it felt like the biggest thing in the world. I wish I could say the same. Oh, sorry. I didn't see you there. If you're wondering what I'm reading, it's the hit seller Morning Glory Milking Farm, a monster bait romance. You know, volume 1 in the Cambric Creek Sweet and Steamy Monster Romance book series by C.M. Niscosta. Now free on Kindle Unlimited. Did you like that? Did you like that intro? Did it tell you everything you needed to know about the video and what it's about? Okay, good. Let me get more comfortable. Morning Glory Milking Farm is a very smutty monster romance book that went pretty viral on Book Talk a few months ago. I'm pretty late to the trend, I'm not gonna lie, and that is okay. The name mixed with the cover art alone can probably get you guessing why it went so viral. A lot of people were shitposting about it, thirsting over it, etc, etc. But listen, I am not new to this, I'm true to this. Monster fuckers unite! So I had to get on it, especially since there's 5 books in the series. Yeah, I hopped on that train immediately. Now you might be saying, Angel, if you hopped on the train immediately, why are you making this video now? I'm lazy. I'm lazy. That's it. But while I was reading this book, I had a few different realizations on my own. One, I want to be where the monsters are. I want to see them fucking walking around on those, what do you call them? Hooves. Oh my god, I actually really like this book. I have not gotten to the rest of the series, but mama just got 2 months of free Kindle Unlimited, so I know what we're doing tonight. As I was reading this beautiful book, I was thinking to myself, one, I gotta make a video on this. I have to make a video on this, absolutely. This was before I even had my YouTube channel. I was like, I gotta make a video on this, ID gaff. And 2, I gotta draw these bad boys. I gotta draw them bad. Oh my goodness. Oh my gooseness. All the characters, everything. So here we are today in this beautiful, wonderful video where I am drawing the Morning Glory Milking Farm characters while telling you about whatever this book has to offer. Now trust, I did my deep dive. I did my research. I have annotations. That's how serious this is. So buckle up, princess, cause daddy's driving. Also, warning, I will be spoiling the book. If you come to a book review and expect not to be spoiled, you're stupid, you're dumb, and you're an idiot. Don't be mad in my comments just because you got spoiled. I am spoiling. Granted, there's not much to spoil. Dumbledore dies. Oh my god. Guys, listen, the 2 people in the cover of the story, you wouldn't believe it. They fuck. Oh my god, who would have thought? So, I mean, even after watching this video, you could probably have a great time reading it with one hand on your own later. However, I'm not gonna lie, guys, this story isn't as smutty as the cover would have you think, but we'll get into that. Anyway, on to the video now that the disclaimer is over. Morning Glory Milking Farm mainly takes place in a town called Cambric Creek. Our main protagonist, Violet, is a post-grad student that moved to the big city. I do not remember the name of the city, and I will not be checking. Look it up. ChatGPT. Don't ChatGPT. I'm not pro AI, but whatever. But she moves to the big city to follow her dreams of being a part of some non-profit thing. I am such a bad video essayist. This isn't an essay. This is me fucking around. Who cares? However, she is very soon disillusioned when she, like many of us, have a hard time finding a job within her field. Although Violet does have a good relationship with her parents in the book, she's a young hoe. She wants to fly free. Like, the entire time in the book, Violet is she's kind of crazy because she talks about how she's from this human community and how she's so bored of humans and how her human parents just want her to marry this human guy that's kind of boring. High-key, she fetishizes these monsters. I'm not gonna lie. Cambric Creek, by the way, is not the big city. It is a town over from the big city, and the creek itself is known for the town itself is known for having a lot of different monsters, their families, stuff like that, different species. If you couldn't tell, this is a world where there are different species a part of it. Humans are actually a minority in this world, which I think is very interesting for storytelling reasons. But you know, since Violet is a young hoe, she is determined to make this work. She's like, I may be broke, I may be in a funky apartment, but guess what? We're getting this cash. And through her job search, Violet comes across an application to the Morning Glory Milking Farm. Yeah, you know where this is going. Located in Cambric Creek. Now, if you couldn't tell from the title, the Morning Glory Milking Farm is a place where the seed of minotaurs is used for human male Viagra, which is funny as hell. And also, like, why is that so realistic? Like, okay, realism, but despite it kind of working like a sperm bank, actually it pretty much is a sperm bank, there are workers there that need to aid in the collection of the milk, because apparently it makes the process go by a lot faster, allegedly, if the protagonist and the other workers collect the milk with their hands and a milking machine. In the beginning, Violet actually has a really hard time being comfortable with performing that type of work, and I really like the book because it opens up this idea of like what is and isn't sex work. Violet is confiding with one of her coworkers, whose name I do not remember, but I will put on the screen because I will be drawing them. And throughout the time, Violet is just like, damn, like, I'm doing sex work just for money. Like, this sucks. Oh my god. Like, I feel some sort of way about this. And it's interesting. And this is why I say the book isn't as smutty as people say, because the author does make it a point to separate what Violet does from, like, sex work. Because the point isn't really to provide a sexual experience, allegedly. It's more just to collect, right? Like, they are technicians that are responsible for like upkeeping the machine and making sure that the collection goes smoothly. Their job isn't really to pleasure them. Like, it's not like a typical sex work sort of thing. Like, they're kind of in and out getting the job done. Now, there are distinctions, and I think it's really fun for the world building, because throughout the book they talk about the different types of minotaurs that go to the farm. Some of them are like these businessmen that are just on their break, in and out. They just want some extra cash. Some of them are people that are like one and done. They go like for their first time and they're embarrassed about it or whatever. And then there are some, they're called, oh my god, what was it? I forgot. It was like little cows, little good little cows. I'll put it on the screen if it's something, good little cows or something like that. And they're people that like be in this weird graded type of thing. Like, where it is more of a sexual experience for them, and there's like a uniform and stuff like that. But overall, it's interesting because you kind of go into this book being like, oh yeah, this is gonna get nasty quick. But for the most part, like, all of the scenes in which Violet is working actually kind of just comes across as like Violet at a job. Like, it's not like this insane sort of like, oh my god, like reading with one hand, like I can't take it, it's too hot. Like, it really isn't all that. Like, I genuinely really enjoy the story for that, because it reads more as a classic romance than anything else. Like, I wouldn't consider Violet working to be a part of the smut, because there are descriptions of what's happening, but it feels more clinical than sexual. So we have Violet, and then we have the main romanceable, Rourke. I think his name is Rourke. That's how you say it, I think. Yeah, we're calling him Rourke. So he is one of those businessmen types, and over time he starts requesting Violet more and more, just because they have a good relation. Like, she gets the job done. She knows how to give a good handy, trust. And he consistently requests her. He tips well. They have good banter, but over time Violet starts falling for him, and she starts and he starts falling for her, and it is so freaking cute because they go on dates, and then they have like they have really healthy conversations. Like, one thing about me, I hate when books do this whole like miscommunication sort of thing that doesn't get resolved until like 50 chapters in. There was a little miscommunication moment, because we'll find out that Rourke actually actually was married, and in Minotaur culture, instead of having a wedding ring, they actually have like the septum piercing, and he still had a septum piercing. So she was like, oh my god, he's a married man, I can't do this. But it actually turns out that he's divorced, and it just hurts a lot to get it removed, so he hasn't gotten it removed. But and they figured that out pretty quickly. Like, I think there's maybe like a week in between where she's like, oh my god, I don't have a chance. And yeah, I don't know, it's fun, it's cute. A lot of it is very flirty. You get to see how their romance develops, and then there's also, you know, these other characters in the story, and they're really nice. Like, she has a friend who's a vampire. Her name is girl, I don't remember. I'm recording this at 12 a.m. I have half a script and the rest of it is just vibes. I haven't read this book in a hot minute, but I'm remembering it. I'm looking at my annotations. Let me tell you something. This book is good. It is really good. And I remember when this book first came out, people were talking about like there was this one guy on a TikTok video. Let me see if I can find it. If I can find it, I'll put it up. But if not, I'll just explain. He was talking about how he actually really enjoyed the book and how it was actually like kind of nice, and it was really relatable because throughout the book, Violet is just like struggling in this world in an economy that's similar to ours, and she's trying to like find herself and make money. And there's actual, like, dare I say, there's actual political commentary within this book about like what sex work means, or just the ways in which a lot of people like aren't working within their fields because the economy is trash, and that's kind of what gets the story going. And I remember people were reacting to that video and being like, you're a performative male, you number one performative male, how dare you, you're just trying to get female approval. I'ma keep my mouth shut then, because I'm bisexual and I don't need the allegations. This book is really good, performative male or not. He was spitting. This whole video is just gonna be me being like, guys, no, like the funny sex book is actually really good. Like, guys, I swear to God, I read it for the plot. Like, guys, I wasn't even thinking about how hefty his balls are. I am really worried about this video because I do not want to get, well, I was gonna say I don't want to get demonetized, but I'm not monetized. So what am I worried about? Hey, I'm not making money. Part of me wants to do a video for my Patreon where I draw what I think his wee-wee looks like, but dare I say, I don't know if I'm ready for that. I don't know. I do enjoy the silly sex books though. I will make a broader Cambric Creek series thing, but this is just my excuse to draw the characters, to be honest, because I felt like throughout the entire thing I was just like, wow, I bet that this would look like this and this character would look Gellis. The vampire's name is Gellis, or Jellis, Gellis, Jalis, Galis, Jellis, Gellis. I don't know. The vampire is her friend and she's cool. I like her character. I think there's like a vampire book, there's a mermaid book, there's a what else they got? There's like a shadow creature book. This, last time I checked, there was like 5 books in the series. There might be 6. And matter of fact, let me tell you something. Morning Glory Milking Farm, there's actually another book in the series that is Morning Glory Milking Farm, but it's in Rourke's perspective, which I think is really creative, and I really like that. And I haven't read it yet, but he's a cutie, and I don't know, I like him. I like this Minotaur man. He is so cute. Violet's cool too. Violet, she's Violet. Like, yes, Violet. I don't know. We're not here for Violet. We're here for the Minotaur. Yes, ma'am. I needed to draw him the most. I actually redrew this drawing of him maybe like once or twice because I planned this video a few months ago, and I started it, but I wanted it to be like a IRL me talking about it and like seriously reviewing the book. And then I did some other YouTube videos and I was like, this is so unserious. I'm just gonna draw him and you're gonna see his bulge and you're gonna freaking like it because I really like this story and you better like it too. Did you know that they kiss? Did you know that did you know that at some point his wee-wee goes inside of her Did you know that at some point, Violet and Galis, did you know that at one point they get so close as friends because not only is this book about wee wee, but it's also about friendship? Did you know that at some point she literally waxes her butthole because they're friends? And this book isn't just about sex, and everybody makes this book about sex. They make it about smut. No, this book is about friendship. This book is about community. It's because at the end of the day, this is all love, and their families love each other and accept each other because it's all about love. It's about love, but also low-key, it's about fetish. It's about fetish. It's about looking at monster wee wee and saying, I need that. I need that. And that is the duality of Morning Glory Milking Farm. And that's why we're here today, because this book, actually, I wouldn't say that this book changed my life because, once again, I'm true to this. I'm not new to this. I've played these games before. I've read the fan fictions. I've read the fictions. But I kind of really appreciate the plot. I really think that, I don't know. It's sweet. It's sweet. I think genuinely, outside of like the work and everything, it's mainly romance. And then I think they have maybe like 2 smutty scenes where he whips out his wee wee. But most of it is fun. Rourke has his own friends. They are a couple, and I don't remember what race they are. They are a couple. And then there's other people working in the farm. Bitch, I'm tired. You like my art, yes or no? You like my art about this sex book? Do you like it? Do you like my smutty little art? Do you like looking at these characters? Yeah, you better. You better. This is what I'm giving you. This is your video for the week. Come get your slop, piggies. Like, fuck. What do you want from me? Damn. Well, conclusion. Overall, I really enjoyed the story. And I am not gonna say that it is a literary masterpiece, but I am going to think that it's a literary masterpiece. And it's really well written. It's really charming. I said that there was gonna be spoilers. Spoilers, they have sex. What? Oh my god. If you want to read it yourself, I would genuinely recommend it. You can probably get Kindle Unlimited free for 3 months, because I know damn well that I did, and it's not that hard if you have an Amazon account. But some of you are broken. You may not have Prime, so I guess I can't speak on that. Sorry. But I would recommend supporting the author if you can. I don't know if they added any new books to the series, but I will be reading them, and I will be making videos on them, and I will be enjoying them, because at the end of the day, that's what this life is about, enjoyment. So if you like minotaurs, if you like cute romances, if you like small towns or big cities and big schlongs, I say get you a copy of Morning Glory Milking Farm. That's all I'm saying. That's all I'm saying. Granted, the smut is not like toe curling. Like, I'm not arching my back moaning into my Kindle screen. Like, it's not. Oh, I didn't have to say that. But that's not what it's giving. That's not what it's giving. I'd say it's a good read, though. I say if you want to read it, read it. If you're a monster lover, get on it. You're late. Sorry. This video is late, but I wasn't late to the trend. I read the book the moment I saw it was trending. Yep, Kindle Unlimited, $12 a month. Anyway, I hope you guys really liked this video. I really liked filming this video. It was very silly. I love drawing the little characters. This is my opinion on what they look like. Siam Nascosta, if you're seeing this, I love you, bae. And if you want to commission me for one of your book covers, DM me. You know where I am. And if you don't know where I am, link in the description to my other socials. Hell yeah, hell yeah. One last thing before I go. I just wanted to mention that I have a Patreon. I've been trying to plug it a lot more in my videos. I currently have one patron. Shout out to Jasenia! Yes! Yes! I have one patron as of recording this video. Whether or not I have more, I'll edit it if I do. But I do like making these silly little videos, and I would like to make more in-depth videos on these stupid little smutty books. But YouTube guidelines and stuff, I am planning, and I cannot promise when this is getting out, but I am planning to read a few stories, one of them being Mr. A's Farm. farm. If you are familiar with that, just know that I would absolutely get 3 channel strikes immediately if I posted a video about Mr. A's farm. But I think it would be really funny and really fun, and if and when I do that, that type of stuff will be posted on my Patreon. Who knows? Maybe I will post Schlong. Probably not. My tiers aren't NSFW. But you get updates on what I'm working on. You get sneak peeks into things like the videos and stuff. You get sketches and stuff of the art that goes into these videos. I am more communicative on Patreon. It is currently $1 and you get nothing but my love, or $5 and you get early art and stuff. So yeah, I will be changing the Patreon a little bit. If I do, then I will correct the tiers. By the time you are seeing this video, it'll say on the screen if my tiers have changed. But yeah, thank you for coming to my silly little video, and if you like the art, yay, you can follow me on my other socials to see more art. And if you don't like the art, then why are you still freaking here, hater drinking your freaking haterade? Get on my face, get on my video, shut up. All right, bye guys. Mwah, 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 mwah.